Sun's coming up, my drink is gone, but now it's time for our first cup. Today, the gift of being wrong. So last week, I did something I thought was impossible physically for me. My resting heart rate, I got it below 70 beats per minute. Now, a little bit of context about that. I have ADHD. I am on literal amphetamines to help my brain process serotonin and norepinephrine, right? But a side effect is anywhere from a 10 to 15 BPM spike in my resting heart rate. Also, the coffee in the morning doesn't help that either, right? And for a long time, I've been on this regimen, and I've thought that getting my resting heart rate below 70 just wasn't going to happen. And yet, last week I was meditating, saw my phone, thing I'm recording on right now, sitting in front of me, and I just kind of glanced at the display, and there it was, 69 beats per minute. And of course, I got excited at seeing this, and my heart rate spiked. But once I got that under control, there it was again, 69, 68, in that range. Now, because I'm a good skeptic, of course, I thought, well, this is some sort of an aberration, the monitor's off, the whatever. But no, I went and I checked the data, the historical trends, and everything there supports that it was not anomalous, that I was able to achieve that. So that's really great, right? 100%. But the question is, what do I do with that? What do I do with realizing that what I thought was impossible has now been achieved? It's been a while since I've been on a baseball diamond. Anyway, what do you do when you've proven yourself wrong about something you believed? Even something as basic as how you exist biologically even, right? Oh, for my part, there's a couple of things that I'm doing. Number one is that I am remembering, I am recognizing, I am trying to place in front of my consciousness the idea that collecting data is one of the best ways to challenge your beliefs and to prove yourself wrong, right? If I didn't have this monitor, if I didn't have the practice that I've got, if I didn't do everything that I did, if I didn't pay attention to what my body and my mind feel like, how they are, how they interact with each other, I wouldn't have the ability to ask myself even if this reading was anomalous. And I also wouldn't have the ability to interrogate that question and find out, well, it wasn't. So number one, collect data, especially on yourself. Speaking of data collection, there's my alarm for my phone reminding me to log that I've taken my medication. No joke. Could not have timed that better, phone. Good job. Number two, this might even be more important than the making sure that you collect data on yourself. Number two is just remembering that being wrong is a part of life and is an opportunity for growth. Whether it's beliefs that you have that are personal, professional, whether it's stuff about your identity, whether it's stuff about your environment, whether it's stuff about the politics that you're in. Being wrong about any of those things giving yourself space to be wrong, giving yourself ways to disprove your own belief, is liberating in ways that I truly cannot encapsulate in the time we have together today. I'm someone who's seen a lot of changes in my life. I've mentioned these on the channel before. And in each of those phases, in each of those changes, I've found at least one thing that I was wrong about. Not because I'm some sort of an inconsiderate oaf, not because I don't carefully think about what's going on, not because I am beholden to any particular line of thought, logic, reason, faith, or what have you. No, I was wrong simply because most of the time I found out that something beforehand, something that I was basing my belief on, had either changed itself or had a character to it that I wasn't aware of. I was not in possession of all of the data, so to speak. And perhaps that's what this is really all about. Is giving yourself space to be wrong means that you are giving yourself space to see new data, new ideas, new things about the world that you may not have been aware of. You're able to participate and see and be a part of the world when your view gets bigger. But this fullness, this depth, this candor, this growth is only possible if you give yourself the gift of being wrong. But please remember that no matter what you've heard or what I've said, death comes for us all, and a closed mouth never gets fed. Take care of yourselves. Don't believe your bullshit. We'll speak again soon.